Okay, so we've talked about the methodology behind why we made our design choices. Three, two, one. Okay, so we've gone through why we made our game the way we did on a mobile device versus a console. So now we want to get into the concept of the game, the actual game itself. So you can see here we've got our welcome screen and we've got a start button. Of course, there will be more buttons here where you can access the leaderboard scores, your high scores, your friends' high scores, things like that, so that you'll have a little bit more of that competitive edge, wanting to beat someone. And then, of course, on the right, I've got the mock-up of what the game would look like. At the top, there's your score and then your opponent's score. You'll be able to have more than one game going on at one time. Because this is a game for the person on the go, you don't want to be stuck on a move with someone who's not going to be back for 2 days. So you can have multiple games going on at once with multiple different people. Now, the game is built in, has the opponents built right into your Facebook account. Of course, you'll be able to invite people to play the game, and we're not going to have the consistent pop-up of the game invites. We want to kind of minimize that, so we're going to do a one invite program request in at a time. We don't want to make that overbearing to people that don't want to get the game requests. So here in the field you can see that I have empty spaces, and we're going to have spaces that are worth double points, some that will empty out spots. There's going to be a little bit of fun developed into the spaces that are there. It's not just going to be these blank spaces. And you're going to be able to fill in those spaces with your letters here at the bottom. So these are all letters that I can pick from to create words up here. And your colors are going to, of course, be your letters and words, and then your opponents are going to be another color. So you'll be able to see who's making what. And that is all I needed to say about that. The game audience that we've assessed for this game is going to be 13 and above. Because of the sophistication of words and from the database that we're going to be pulling from, 13 plus seemed about the right age that they would be able to understand the complexity of slang words, and probably are some words that they use currently. Again, this is an educational game where you'll be able to learn slang over generations and be able to interact with your family. So who can use Friends with Slang? There's a 13 plus. Of course, there's no gender specified, because who wouldn't want to play it? But we tried to make a list here. We've got our friends, our family, our loved ones, strangers, that weird guy down the road, anyone with a smartphone and a game device. And I'm going to move myself out of the way here. I do want to point out that there are no zombies are disqualified at this point. Sorry, no Walking Dead. And that's more of a hardware issue. The bones that they use to select things on the iPhone and other devices just don't work. So you've got to actually have flesh and bone. All right, so this allows us an advertisement opportunity to those that don't want to pay for the game. The game is going to be free with ads. So you'll see here that perhaps at the bottom we're going to have a little advertisement, and every once in a while an ad will pop up from our sponsors. The game will be $1.99 without ads. So if someone wants to buy the game and not have to be bothered with the ads, they can, but it's $2. The advertisements from sponsors could could pass up this $1.99 cost that we're passing on to our customers, we're hoping that the advertisement will entice a lot of our sponsors and we'll be able to make more money that way than we will with just a user base. And of course, with Friends with Slang, this introduces a chance for bragging rights. Everybody loves a winner. Whether you're the jock or the nerd, if you're good at Friends with Slang, people will enjoy your company. You'll be able to interact with people in a totally new way. You'll be able to use some of these words like, dude, I totally took a snelfie the other day. I didn't mean to. A snelfie is a selfie where you're sneezing at the same time. So, or a tweeleb. Tweeleb is a Twitter celebrity, or a harassenger. I know it's spelled wrong here. I just ran out of room. A harassenger is a backseat driver, or someone who harasses you while you drive. Things like that. So you'll be able to interact with people and be able to call people on being a harassenger and things like that. So I think it introduces a new, unique way to interact with friends and family. And in conclusion, we believe in games that bring friends and family together. We want to be able to share this experience with those that you love and enjoy. And that is our main focus. We want to be able to have a game that people talk about and have interaction. It's a social game. Although you can play it on your own, this is built around being social. There is kind of a mentality nowadays that games that you play, especially on your phone, are antisocial. And we want to be able to create a game that breaks those bounds and creates a social environment for everyone. So on behalf of Team Bravo, I'd like to thank everyone for your time. I'd like to thank Higher Solutions for this time that they've given us, and we hope that you choose our game for development. Thank you.